Hey everyone, it's Lisa J here, and welcome to another Build Your Belief podcast and YouTube show. This week's topic is all about your mindset. Yes, during this global pandemic, I'm sure you're very aware of the different mindsets in the people around you. Have you actually considered your mindset? And where is your mindset limiting? Where is your mindset thriving and moving into creativity? Mindset is so important to actually break through fear and limiting beliefs. A mindset, more than skill or positive thinking, because you can positive think all you want. You can follow your skill set all you want, and that's called willpower. But if you don't have an empowering mindset, you're going to get pulled right back to that neutral zone of being paralyzed with your fear or worrying because you're watching the news too much or you're believing in the worst case scenario. A mindset can help shift all that. So over the next couple of weeks on this Build Your Belief podcast and YouTube show, I'm going to be teaching you my 5-step mindset reset formula. You can reset your mindset. You're going to discover how your mindset was created way before you had logical thought, before you were 7 years old. And you're going to realize through this formula, wow, how you've been duplicating the same limiting beliefs and how they're actually reoccurring in your life. You're going to get present to the original belief, the original circumstance that every human being went through when they were 2, 3, 4, 5, when they were developing their personality. You're going to realize the 5 core universal beliefs that helped create your personality and yet how they're limiting now because they've created the mindset of limitation. What would it look like, my friend, if you and I practiced, even mastered creating a prosperity mindset, an empowering mindset in difficult times like this? I'll tell you what it would look like. You would stop watching the news so much. You would just chime in just enough to be educated, and then you would turn it off. You wouldn't allow yourself to keep looping around and listening over and over to the truth, the reality of what's happening. You would listen to it once and you would move forward in your creativity, in your contribution, in your philanthropic efforts, maybe even just in your own self-care and meditation. But we get stuck in these patterns. And what is causing us to be stuck, to listen to the news too much, to move into anxiety and even just be paralyzed with fear? It's a mindset. And again, no amount of positive thinking or positive self-talk is going to help you move past this fear and anxiety unless you change your mindset. The mindset that you hold right now it's the reality of your core beliefs. And I can tell you right now, your 5 core universal beliefs are limiting, and they don't even exist in the spiritual realm, in the realm of possibility, which is what we're going to tap into. So in this 5-step mindset reset formula, you're going to learn how to access your inner wisdom. You know, that wisdom that's beating your heart right now. That intelligence that's causing you to breathe in and out without commanding your lungs to breathe, without commanding or telling your heart what to do. You know, that intelligence that's causing your cells to rejuvenate. What causes a seed to germinate. That's an intelligence. And in the Mindset Reset 5-step formula, you're going to access that part of you that is that intelligence. In one of the steps, you are actually going to realize where your true power comes from. And you're going to be able to stop looking outside yourself, other people's approval, other people telling you you're okay, other people telling you you can do something. You're going to decide with integrity and with inner strength and power that wow, my intuition, my creativity, my power comes from within. In this 5-step mindset reset formula, you're going to realize you're enough. Your authenticity, how you were designed, and what your values represent, they're enough. In fact, they're needed. They are so needed right now to create balance on this planet. You're going to get present to how much you limit yourself because you're waiting for someone else's approval. You're waiting for others to affirm you. You're looking for your success or your ideas or your results from other people. When your ideas and your creativity and even your results start right here from within. That's an empowering mindset. And part of this program of the Mindset Reset 5-step formula, you're going to realize how connected we are and that the power of unified consciousness, the power of a unified thought, which I call prayer, a unified intention, can create miracles. They cause results, and we're going to look at science to prove this. You're going to get access to that unified field, that sense of oneness and connection through a collective prayer. You're going to master what you think about and what you allow yourself to focus on. You're going to get really good at saying, whoops, there it is, that limiting thought, that thought of limitation, that thought of blame. Oh, I want to blame someone. It's just a habitual pattern, my friend. Don't beat yourself up about it. Everyone has a mindset of blame until they don't. Everyone has a limiting mindset of my power's outside of me. I can't do it alone until they don't. Everyone needs an affirmation from someone outside themselves, their results, their bank account, someone's approval, a recognition, an affirmation from someone else until they don't. You are going to learn the until you don't. You're going to access these 5 steps and recreate your mindset. And then I'm going to teach you, I call them mindset aerobics. They're literally mindset aerobics, mental mind shifts. They're games that you're going to play on a subconscious basis to completely and radically reprogram your subconscious mind to actually believe in these core truths. I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm teaching you the entire formula. Starting next week on the Build Your Belief Show, we're going to jump into step number 1 of the Mindset Reset formula, which is identify the duality of you. You're going to love it. You're going to love the self-expression, the inner power, the freedom, the creativity that starts to come to you, that you start accessing. You're going to love how you are noticing, wow, I'm at the right place at the right time. People are going to collaborate with you that you didn't even know was possible. Miracles, serendipity, the fortuitous. That's your birthright, my friend. And you just need to align your mindset with that truth and watch how your business, your contribution, even your industry can radically shift for the better because you chose to recreate your mindset. But first, before we even say goodbye, I want you to evaluate right now. What do you think your mindset is? What is it right now? Would you say that you have an empowering mindset? You are inspired to recreate your business model. You are empowered to make a difference right now. You are coming up with just genius ideas, and you are even following through on these ideas. And your mindset is aligned with, we can do this. I've been called for such a time as this. That's an empowering mindset. And your behaviors, your reactions, your responses to this global pandemic prove that your mindset is inspiring and prosperous and empowering. Or are you like me and most of us, we need some help. We got to work on our mindset because a lot of the time our mindset is limiting. We have a limited mindset. We have a fear-based mindset. We have a scarcity mindset. And so we're hoarding. Oh, there's not enough. We got to hoard right now. We're hoarding our ideas because we're afraid someone else might steal our idea. We are riddled with fear, paralyzed. And some of you are not even moving forward, not even just in your ideas or your contribution to others, but physically, you can't even move. You've just been in bed for days. This is no judgment. Don't judge yourself. That's part of the problem as you're judging yourself. But are you ready to change all that? Are you ready to go within and identify where those beliefs came from? And then learn a formula, how to retrain your brain, how to break through those limiting 5 core beliefs, and how to adopt new, empowering, spiritual truth that you can actually reprogram your subconscious mind and embrace an empowering mindset. A mindset that shows up in creativity. A mindset that believes there's enough. All we need to do is collaborate and create from those ideas and get into action, inspired action from those ideas. Craft a compelling vision that pulls you forward, that you wake up in the morning so excited to apply your ideas, to expand those ideas, to collaborate with others, to see those ideas realized. Yeah, I get it. It's not what you thought you were going to be doing as of 1 month ago. It's a new world. It's a new normal. But aren't you a little bit excited of creating something extraordinary in this new normal? Because you can. You can. When you create an empowering mindset. So your assignment is evaluate your mindset. Really look at your behaviors. Your behaviors hold secrets. It's like a magnifying glass. Look at your behaviors. How have you been behaving over the last 3 weeks? Are you hoarding? Are you paralyzed? Are you secluded? And I know social distancing, we're isolated, but it's not the same as secluded. Are you having negative thoughts all the time? Are you just depressed? Are you in anxiety mode? Notice where you're at and notice the glimpses of hope, the glimpses of creativity, the glimpses of I want to make a difference. I want to thrive. That glimpse of a desire, that little seed of hope. We're going to cultivate that. And you are going to radically change your mindset and shift your programming. That's starting next week. So come on back to the Build Your Beliefs show, and we're going to start with the 5-step mindset reset formula with step number 1, identify the duality of you. Until next week, do the best you can. You know, you guys, we have never experienced a global pandemic to this measure, ever. In human existence, we have not. We have had pockets of a pandemic in different areas of the globe, but not to this level. So we don't know what it's going to look like. That's part of a mindset, not to need to know what it's going to look like, not to be attached to what it has to look like, to be completely unattached to that, to be open to anything is possible, but just be very committed, very attached to your well-being, to your health, to your wholeness, to your mindset, to your positive and inspiring contribution. And that all comes from an empowering mindset. So I'll see you next week on the Build Your Belief show, and we will start to craft your compelling vision and reprogram your subconscious mind so that you can show up every single day with an empowering, inspiring mindset. Because when you show up differently, everyone around you shows up differently. Thanks, everybody. So your assignment for next week's Build Your Belief show is to be in the inquiry, just to notice your mindset. Notice what you make things mean. Notice other people's mindset. Notice limitation, notice prosperity. Notice abundance, notice scarcity. Notice fear and notice faith. Just notice. Be in the inquiry and come back next week ready to learn a 5-step formula that can radically shift your mindset and help you show up differently in the world. Because when you show up differently, everyone around you shows up differently. Thanks, everyone. Make it a beautiful week, and I'll see you next week on the Build Your Belief Show.